This episode of Chat Chow is brought to you by the Boca Raton Wine and Food Festival, November 11th and 12th. To purchase tickets, visit BocaRatonWineandFoodFestival.com. Welcome to Chat Chow, an online weekly show interviewing the personalities behind Florida's food scene. On today's episode, we'll be speaking with pastry chef Francois Cahange of Croissant Gourmet here in Winter Park, Florida.
Coffee,
Fancy.
latte with a little bit cinnamon.
Cinnamon,
Also.
I think that's what I have on top.
You have a beautiful mustache now.
Yeah, you do. Tell us, you trained in France and now you're in Orlando. Why Orlando? What brought you to Orlando?
Winter Park, it was for me the best place because of the atmosphere,
Right.
like we talked just
Yes.
5 minutes ago, and I feel somewhere else, but with a French European style life. So it's why we move and we chose Winter Park.
Would you consider yourself a pastry chef or a chef?
Pastry chef.
Pastry chef.
Yes, in France, every chef has a specialty. You have a pastry chef. It's not a baker. It's really
Pastry.
different. Baker, it's more for the bread. My specialty is a pastry.
How would you describe the menu here at Croissant Gourmet? You've got a variety of things.
You know, I just a little bit adapt my menu with your culture, because in France we don't stop at the bakery in the morning, sit down and eat quiche Lorraine or omelette. We come to pick up what we need to take a breakfast at home. But here, you are like that. It's your culture. You stop, you sit down, you take your breakfast outside. So I make a menu for that with a small place. For me, it's
Want to stay authentic?
yes. I want to stay authentic. So that is my my way.
Yes, no, why not? Now, I couldn't help but notice as you approach the store and even the shop, and even when you walk in, there's just such an alluring smell. Do you ever get tired of that smell?
Never.
Never.
A lot of people say, do you eat pastry every day? Yes, I eat pastry every day. Like a good chef want to test, want to be sure you have every... No, it's very important. If you don't test, if you don't appreciate when you walk, what you smell,
Right.
it's not very...
Have to love everything.
Yes, that makes sense.
Are there any chefs that you look to for inspiration or that you admire?
I have a mentor. I have someone with who I worked, and it's a Pierre Hermé. It's for me one of the best pastry chef in the world. Pierre Hermé, he's the chef changed everything about macaron. He has a lot of creativity. It's what I like on the chef, is the creativity. And that chef give me a lot of inspiration. And I love his style. He's very modern, and his resume is huge. And I have a chance to cross him when I work in Paris. It was for me a best experience in my life.
Oh, how lovely. What about future plans? Do you have any future plans for
Yes.
Croissant Gourmet that you'd like to give us some inside tip about?
Yes, we plan to open a new pastry shop with a new style, something more modern, something more avant-gardiste. I'm going to try to be closer to my mentor and to try to bring the new pastry from Paris. So that shop will be in Dr. Philip's area.
Okay.
So we would like to be open for Christmas.
Ah,
So it's a
soon
big
as
challenge,
Christmas.
yes,
Wow.
So yes.
That's an exclusive little tidbit we got there. What are your current food obsessions? Do you have any? Something you're completely obsessed with, maybe, I don't know, a lot of people say a burger. You know, I always crave a burger.
I love a lot thing. I'm very open with every food, and I'm very traditional French gastronom. So
Okay.
I still very close to my food in France.
If I put a gun to your head and I said, okay,
Last meal I have to eat.
last meal.
I love the lambs.
Lamb.
I love the beef with Roquefort, you know,
yes.
something like that. And enjoy the life. For me, it's enjoy the food.
Well said, well said.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you from James at the Ravenous Pig. He is all about making macaroons, so he wanted to know any tricks that you can give him to mastering making the perfect macaroon.
Wow. The secret for make a good macaroon is not really the recipe, because you can use different recipe, but the most important is the technique. And we use a word. It's we call that macaronade. So if you go on the French dictionary gastronomique, you can find a translation. When you mix white eggs, I mean the white eggs, but I don't know how you call that when you
Egg white?
egg
The
white,
meringue?
but like a meringue with almond flour. You have to know when you have to stop to mix that part. So that is a secret to make a good macaron. Because if you go further, when you mix your almond flour and your meringue, your cock of the macaron will be flat.
Okay.
And if you don't do that enough, you will see a piece of almond inside your cock of the macaron. So it's a secret. It's how you have just to practice and to know exactly when you have to stop to mix your meringue and with your almond flour. When you have that, you can have a consistent macaron.
Okay.
That is very hard.
That's the trick.
Yes.
So
practice.
just practice.
But,
Practice makes perfect.
Thank you for that question, and
Okay.
I love him.
All right.
I love his food. I love his restaurant. He's someone I think found a lot of inspiration from France, and I love it.
All right.
Yes.
Well, cheers, and thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Cheers to our OJ and coffee.
Yes.
The best OJ I've ever had. Definitely the most unique.
I think so. Yes.